Yeah, I think I was given 3 months to do the corrections, and as is sort of the way I tend to work, I left it quite late in the day to do them. I mean, I'd been reading, I'd done the analysis, they'd asked me for a little bit more analysis. I hadn't done that analysis because, in my view, there weren't enough participants. It was a follow-up that I wanted to do, but because I couldn't get enough participants, I deemed it not to be feasible to do, but they still said even though you only got a few participants, we'd still like to know. So I did the analysis on that aspect. And they'd asked for more linkage, I think, between the chapters, especially in terms of how using a theory-based approach, why I considered that to be a good way of approaching this area of study. So having these sort of literature review and then having a more, rather just jumping straight into the theory and then doing the studies, they wanted a bit more expansion on on why that particular theoretical approach was deemed by me to be worthwhile. More writing, and that was something that interested me because I was aware that it was quite a long thesis because it was quite a lot of qualitative work in it, and it seemed to me to be approaching the word limit. So I was conscious of that when I was writing, and so I was quite surprised when I went to the Viva that they seemed to want quite a lot more writing when I felt I was almost up to my limit anyway. And they wanted a bit more expansion of the discussion, to take into account more of the implications for the findings and what you do with it next. And I guess that was a fair comment because I think the discussion probably had been a little bit rushed at the end because I was due to sort of submit, and that had been because I'd got this job in the September, and I was working part-time on this job until the October. My timelines had been thrown out a bit because I got this post, which was too good to turn down at the time, and I had to try and work on quite a busy study which was just starting up and doing the corrections as well at the same time. So finishing the thesis at the same time. Yeah. So I suppose in that sense I was working weekends to get the corrections, to get the thesis finished and the corrections.